Welcome, everyone. This is Cathy Bartoli from the intimacydojo.com and Reid from readaboutsex.com.
Yeah.
And Reid just gave an amazing talk on jealousy. And one of the points that you gave, I would love you to go into a little bit here because it really connected for me. You were talking about jealousy being a signal that there's needs not being met. Could you go into that a little bit?
Yeah, actually, I heard this first from an educator, a peer of mine, Kamala Devi, and she and I did a relationship DVD together. But she had this idea that jealousy, when you're feeling jealousy, what it can usually mean is that you have needs that are unmet, and that the jealousy is kind of the dashboard light that starts blinking that your needs meter is low.
Usually people think if I know I do, and a lot of people I've talked to, if you feel jealous, you feel like you're wrong, you're bad, you're trying to get something you don't get to have. Like there's this whole story.
There's a lot of shaming around jealousy. In Latino culture and in Italian culture, jealousy is how you prove that you love someone. I don't know what accent that was, by the way. And in American culture, jealousy is the death knell of your relationship is going to end.
Yes.
And that's actually doesn't have to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't talk about jealousy a lot in our culture, we just always try to avoid it. People's muscles for dealing with jealousy have atrophied.
We shove it down and try to pretend it's not there.
Yeah, and which means that when it comes for you, it clobbers you. So the idea, if you start deconstructing complex emotions like jealousy, and people can go to my website and there's a whole thing they can download about jealousy.
And he has a great product too, the eight-armed
battling the eight-armed octopus of jealousy. But the idea of if you look at jealousy as a bunch of different needs, I have a need to feel secure,
special.
I need to feel special. I have a need to, not feel like I'm going to lose you. And everyone has different sets of needs, right? Some are more important than others. But when you're getting your needs met, like if you make me feel like I'm special, and my special needs, and I do, like really, I have high inclusion needs, which is why I usually run events, because they can't kick me out. But I also have a need to feel special. So when I'm feeling made special by you, and a couple of my other needs are fulfilled, it's rare that I would ever get jealous. And there's this idea of like treating jealousy like asthma, and this was kind of my thing that I came up with another peer of mine, Dr. Beth. If you know your triggers, you can avoid having your asthma attack, your jealousy attack. And then if you get really good at knowing your triggers, you can actually start doing the work to inoculate yourself against them. Taking care of these things in little doses so that you can handle them, but also making sure you're getting your needs met.
Right.
And what's really interesting is that for a lot of people, when you get your needs met, you don't get rocked.
Right.
And you don't notice that you don't get rocked. You only notice when you get rocked.
Yes.
When the jealousy comes for you, and then you freak out. So if you can break jealousy down to a needs-based kind of thing, make sure you're getting your needs met ahead of time, like fortify yourself, and or learn how to ask to get your needs met in the moment. Then jealousy actually doesn't have to be this crazy evil thing.
Right.
Jealousy then just becomes the little blinking light on your dashboard that I have some needs that are not getting met. And I know what my usual triggers are, so what are the needs inside of that? Oh, hey, honey, you have such a crush on your new friend from work. I don't feel special. Will you just tell me that you're never leaving me because I have a fear of being, lost? Tell me that you're never leaving me, that I'm special, and, let's plan a date night for Wednesday. And then all of a sudden, because I've got my personal time and the reassurance that I need,
relax.
Yeah, and I might even be able to enjoy that you have this silly crush on your work person dude who I know in 6 months is just going to drive you crazy because you are always like that. And ta-da! Now I know more about myself, I know more about us, and our relationship becomes more solid.
Yes. Yes, so you can use it as a signal to learn more about yourself.
Mhm.
So just to give an example, like another concrete example,
Yeah.
if your need for feeling special includes like someone giving you coffee once in a while, if that's something that you like, and the people around you are giving coffee to everyone else when you're feeling deprived.
Well, that's just mean.
Yeah, that's mean. Well, that would trigger the jealousy.
Yeah.
But if you've gotten some coffee and you've been made to feel special, then someone else getting coffee doesn't necessarily trigger that
Yeah.
same.
And then to end, I'll leave you with this thought. There's a difference between jealousy, a distinction between jealousy and envy.
Mm-hmm.
So jealousy would be in this situation, I want your new workmate out and me in. Envy is I want to be experiencing what you guys are experiencing. I'm envious that you have a crush and I don't have a crush. Or, no one's crushing on me.
Yes.
So that's also really useful to make that distinction between envy is I want to experience what's going on.
Yeah, you have the great analogy in your 8-armed product that going for ice cream. Do you want to go with them, or do you want to go and you want to go replace the person that's going?
Yeah, and in our culture, people think when they feel envy, oh, I want that person out and I want to go get ice cream with you. Whereas really, I don't give a flying hoot about the person. I just want some ice cream. And then if I know that about myself, I'm like, oh, I'm just envious. That has nothing to do about what's going on with you and so-and-so. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden I can relax and we don't have to have a big fight about so-and-so when it's really not about them.
Yeah.
Got it?
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Leave comments.
Bye.